Today we are, today we are gathered here about social top. We are today we are going. Sorry, sir. Today we are here to gather talk about social media influence on youth. So I would like to talk about positive influence on social media, like community and connectivity. Social media, social media helps youth to connect creativity for their career and professional networks.
Hello everyone, this is Al Samat. I am here to talk some points on the negative influence of social media, uh, such as mental health. There are more negative points on social media, but I want to tell only talk about 2 points. One is mental health and decreased face-to-face interactions. Mental health is nothing but when we are going to have an addiction on social media, whether it's going to be in a positive way like attending meeting of the schools, or it's going to be related to job, that will have a impact on our health, and it makes us to reduce the face on face interactions. When comparing to the virtual connections, face to face interaction is much better. In that point of view, it will reduce the face to face interaction.
Yes, Smatana, I would like I'll accept the point, but the virtual networking on social media is good, but in such cases, we will develop our career professional networking. It will works on social media only, like we like our dress or anything. Um, we never what like say we don't in pandemic time like covid, no, so that time we never go shops and brought the things and all, no. In such cases the social media help us to brought the things, and we saw our relations to in social media, like, so what's it called, that and all we use social media, right?
But social media also leads to addiction and reduced productivity, like focusing on likes, shares, comments in the social media leads to addictive behavior and reduced productivity nowadays.
Actually, my point is social media doesn't insist us to become addict or more thing. It's just a connection place. It has also a lot of positive ways like connectivity, information sharing, awareness, and activism, which is going towards the world. And it also gave lots of business opportunity, communication building, and it also provides us education, the main important thing. The problem is social media doesn't insist us to only see view our phones to use in wrong way. That's only depends on our mindset. If our mindset is to use our mobile phone or social media for only a hour for in a day, we can use mobile phones or social media for 3 to 4 hours. It is acceptable, but we are using if we see our phone screen sharing timing, it will never accept that it shows like 20 hours, 14 hours. The social media doesn't insist. The point is, okay, if we control ourselves and our mind, this negative comments will never occur.
Uh, I accept Roshni's point, but when we are going to be have some like view in the social media nowadays, we are having some misinformations of the data, which like spreading fake news. Not only that, and sir has been insisted the topic is going to be like uh, social media's influences on youth. Okay, I want to highlight that thing. So in this point, most of the points will not come under job. we are focusing in a public way of youth. In that way, and the thing is, Roshni has been saying, like, she's saying particularly, but recent surveys have said that most of the youngsters have been getting addicted into the social medias. As Roshni mentioned that, we are if you are going to use 3 to 2 hours per day on social media, it's going to be good. But the surveys are clearly insisted that the youngsters are getting addicted on the social medias.
I think social media also got populated because of youth. We did everything in social media. Social media in among you youth is just created for only the useful information, not to waste the time or not to use the technology in wrong way.
But there are still some people using no.
Yeah, still they are using. That's because of their mindset. If they decided to use the social media only on right way, then there won't be any negative points.
Actually, many people using in wrong way only. Some people only using it correctly.
See, you
Yeah,
just
yeah.
said that there are still some people. So what about the others? If they think the same mentality, then not only few, it will become more.
There's no choice to have same mentality no.
But we can give a try, right?
How?
How means if you decided to use your social media only for purpose of information or to get knowledge in something, then there won't be any addiction, right? If you gain some knowledge, then you will go away from it, right? You will move on to the work more, or you will start gaining some more knowledge. You won't waste timing by scrolling social media, nothing like.
But sometimes they are using for just relaxing. This leads to addiction, exposure to harmful content, etc.
In that time
Relax.
also, social media gives a break time. No, it's time to bed. Like YouTube's and all gives the break time. When we start our phone, that time we'll fix for the timings, like scrolling reels and shorts at all. We'll fix for the timings, like 20 minutes. The 20 minutes it's over. Then the social media gives us to reminder for us. It's time to bed and it's time to break. Abdin, sorry, like at all, it's given no. So that time we'll just stop, we'll just wind up that. Then we came across for the other things.
And one more point is to be added is there is an application in our phone to control our apps or social media, the apps which we are using for social media. If we set at a time for 1 hour or 2 hour per day for spending on social media, after 2 hours it will automatically it closes the app. It cannot be open throughout the day. You can even try with this step.
But however, how many people we are all using? We also not
Yeah,
using, right? Then how
how
it
many?
will be
I
possible?
think in my college, I won't be using my phone even if whether even my parents or some other is calling me. My my thought is I went to college to study or to interact with my friends or something else. That is ritual with my friends. I'm talking to them is also within face to face. I don't want to speak at that time with mobile phone or social media with others.
I need to pin a point in this time. Like Roshni is saying that we are using the social media in a good way, having some mutual interactions in a positive way. Though a good controlled person also get distracted by the social media. Like for example, I'm getting worked on a job. Just have a example on that. I'm working on a job, but I got a notification. I got a reels on social media, which makes me too distracted. So as the in point of I'm saying, like, in point of public, okay, not individually. I am saying that in point of public, that social media have positivity, as you said, but that also makes the positive man to be get distracted. and use that social media into a negative way. And the social media have a huge amount of like privacy. Some privacy is going to be leaked, as we all know that many of the privacy is going to be leaked in a negative way. So for that and all, how social media will be like in a positive way. And as you said that there is an app on controlling social media for some hours. After some hours we can't able to use that social media. It is not going, it is not implemented till now. And if it's going to be implemented also, I know that some notification will come like this is going to be a sleep hour, so shut down the social media and go and sleep. But when the guys are going to be get addicted on the social media, they will ignore that notification and they will continue on the social media.
I want to add a point to Alsamat. He said privacy and security risk, yes, which leads to cyberbullying, harassment, trolling to the youth.
Excuse me, all. May I take the opportunity to take a side on positive events and social media? Yeah, that is a very heated debate we had on Summit. So I think have given a very good rating points on social media, but I like to I have a different opinion on that. Let's begin. See, everyone is saying that many people are addicting towards social media. Okay, that's made a negative impact. Uh, See, every technology in this society, as when it is entered, there is a slight fluctuation. Say, for example, when the TV has first came, we call it as bots of entertainment, some negative words. But without TV on that time, the people may not have come out. Oh, is that correct? No. Same time, if you are using a social media, you also have a response to how to use a social media. First of all, we need to clear on that. We must be self-disciplined on using social media. The topic today is how today's generation or today instead of using social media. I would say that very courageously, today's generation are using social media absolutely correct. Maybe some exceptions that is in every field in every technology that is not the problem. But we also need to consider that the exception and we need to handle that. That's a different point. But coming to Alzheimer's point, how will you identify people who's using social media for a long time? That's a very good point. See, Alzheimer, I'm using social media for for me to grab news around the environment. I need to understand what actually going. For that, I generally use social media for 1 hour. It's enough for me. So you need to no. Yeah, I someone have personal message. I will reply it to later. See, um, if you are using a social media correctly, it is entirely good. Coming to Alzheimer's point, how you actually control social media? It's very, very, very simple. See, first you need to understand uh, our own priorities. From waking up earlier, we need a priority of studying. We need after that we need to move to college. So in our day-to-day life, we need to first set a priority. By that priority, we can assign some time for using social media. Today, social media platforms have come with very digital features. In YouTube and all, you can set the screen time. That's known by you all, I think. You can set the screen time there. If you are using Facebook or Instagram, first of all, I not encourage you to use Facebook and Instagram. If you are using for entertainment purpose, if you use Facebook and Instagram for digital connectivity, there is lot of business opportunities are there. You can connect lots of people. There is lot of network opportunities are there. So today's youngsters should go on that track. Today's youngsters are also going on that track. See, I got a feed. I do use Instagram. I got a Insta Reels feed as something like how to train a AI model, how to see that's all also coming under the Instagram feed. If you wa- if you focus on how you need to develop yourself, you're definitely going to get as a feed in your social media. That's my point. I hope I have answered to Alsamat and Suganti's point, the native impact on social media. I think. If you have any point on that, you please give me.
Actually
Okay,
speaking,
guys.
most of
Sorry for the interruption. Last 1 minute. Go ahead.
most of us using Instagram, YouTube, etc., more than useful apps like LinkedIn, etc. So, what is your opinion on that? Actually, how
And I
many
will,
of you using LinkedIn?
and I would
Yes,
like to
sir.
give
Everyone
a point.
having
Yes, Suganti,
Instagram,
I am
YouTube,
using.
etc.
Suganti, for your point, I'm using both Instagram as well as LinkedIn. I'm a active LinkedIn member. You can find me in every day 8 p.m. Many of us are having Instagram. Is there anyone? Sorry, many of us having LinkedIn. Is there anyone don't have a LinkedIn yet? Maybe one or two, but we cannot complain that. See, there is an opportunity to get on to Instagram itself. You can connect people there also. If your main focus on reels and watching reels and liking the celebrities' photos, that is pointless. But see, I think I have found a CEO in Instagram about how he can automate his business through chatbots. So that's my sort of thing how I use Instagram. But we cannot complain Instagram as a entirely time spending environment there. There is also productivity going there. If the social media is entirely like celebrating the celebrities and you can ask find ads, lots of digital business going there. No, it's just understand security. Uh,
Okay, guys.
uh,
Time up. Time up. So I want to be conscious on the time. That's why. Sorry to stop. Sorry to interrupt. Um, okay. Good. It's a great conversation, right? See, I think this is really working well. I'm so happy that every one of you spoke, right? And adding to that, it everything was impromptu, and all of you opened up, and I'm really so super happy to see that. Thank you for doing it. Let me quickly share some observations that I had. Right, I know we only have 4 minutes. um, I'm audible, right? Just making sure.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So we'll start with Pravina. Good that you started the conversation. That's really commendable, Pravina. It's very good. But what I again see, I want to stress more on the constructive feedback than appreciating you, right? Because I know, I think I might have already told this, right? So anyone will appreciate, right? But you should really thank, yes, somebody who is giving you a honest feedback, because that's where you will learn about your mistakes and you will improve on. So considering that in mind, I want to be that devil's advocate here. So of course, I mean, overall there are a lot of positive points. I'm super happy, and but whereas there are few things that we can be more conscious about going forward, right? Because this is I think fourth session or something. So I would like to see you guys considering and observing these points that I give, and implement that in your conversations. So specifically to Pravina, what I have noted is, yeah, the way how you started, right? It was very good, but I personally felt that for a debate, it was too short when the very first time that you spoke. But but I think after some time when you started getting into the conversation, you had valid points and you were able to form factual sentences, and that was good. But what I would recommend is, when you want to start, it's always better to try to start it on a high note. So that's one thing. And I understand, all of you are close and you know each other, so that's why you have been addressing people, I think Anna, something like that, right? But again, I know, here it is fine, but when you do an official GD or official debate, try to see if you can get their name and just address it by that, right? Here nobody is going to get offended if you just call them with their name. So you can practice that also here. Okay.
And Anna, sorry to interrupt, Anna. Hello,
Yeah.
sorry. Sorry, I'm sorry, sir. I had my network issue. That's why I logged off. Can I share my points now, or?
No, sorry, we are too late. That's fine. You can share it next time. So that's
Okay,
right. You have to make sure that you have a proper network connectivity. See, if it is only 30 minutes, right? It's on you to make sure that you have proper net connection and everything. So that's why I don't want to give that extra room. See, it's already 10:30. Okay, let me quickly go through the feedback. And then yeah, I know. I think it was Pravina, right? We started talking some Tamil words, but that's fine. It comes when you do a debate, which is good. I really like that in one way. And I think you are the one who started it as a proper debate. I really wanted to appreciate that. And
Thank you, sir.
and yeah, and especially when you were trying to support the points of I think when Suganti and Roshni were going head to head, you were trying to support them with your points, which was really nice. That is what anyone will expect, right? When you are in a debate, it's good to see that. They will mainly focus on saying, how you are supporting your teammates and how you are answering the questions of the opponents. So that's very good. So one thing that you have to consciously think is, try to avoid some fillers, like no. I told you no. Yeah, it's like see that no is nothing but a synonym of illa that we say in Tamil. நான் சொன்னேன்ல அந்த மாதிரி. So try to avoid that. Okay, I know I personally had I have done it in my past, but I made some conscious effort to get rid of it. So try to avoid those kind of fillers. No, that and all, those are just fillers, which is from our Tamil. So try to avoid that. And as I already spoke about Suganti and Roshini, you guys also, you are very good in terms of debate, right? Today's debate was really nice, mainly because of you two, the way how you started talking, answering to your points each other, and then I think Pravina, Alsama, and at the end even Gopinath joined you guys, so which is really nice, right? I think Suganti, you started with way too short sentences. I somehow noticed in certain cases you just answered in a single word reply. So again, I understand from a regular conversation, improper conversation, that is fine. But when you are in a official debate, right, try to form a sentence instead of just replying with a single word, because that will create a negative opinion about you. But other than that, you are providing very good responses to all the questions, so that was really nice. And Roshni, kudos to you. Great improvement compared to last time, because I know that's because of the impromptu speech. Because today you were you were not sounding like a news reader. You were sounding like a proper person who is doing a conversation. I really like that. And the point that you mentioned about self-control is also very good. And you were the one who were taking the limelight and answering questions, which was really nice. Keep up the good work. And also, you also, you started very well, and you had like very good valid points, especially the fake news and things like that. I really liked it. but overall, right, I mean, all of you did a fabulous job. And yeah, finally, Gopinath, yeah, I know you had some issues initially and then you started. See, one thing that I felt is you somehow barged into the conversation. It's one way good, but at the same time, I think Sukanti or Praveen, I wasn't sure who it was. She didn't finish her sentence at that time because of her connectivity or something. Her voice was low, but you just overspoke on her. So that's one thing you have to be mindful, especially when you are uh, in a Zoom meeting, because when you're in person, yeah, all these things won't matter at all. So, but you as usual, you had very good, great points. And see, one thing that you have to really work on is you spoke for another 2.5 minutes, buddy. So I know you had all those valid points. I really liked it, but at the same time, when you continuously speak, people will lose interest, and I really don't know how many of them even followed your points. So in fact, I mean, I really liked the way how you were trying to answer everyone's questions, right? What I would have done is, if I were you, at the end you were mentioning their names and answering, right? Maybe you could have categorized those questions, and when answering itself, to answer, you could have mentioned, like, so to answer Roshni's questions on this, I think this is what the answer is. And similarly, I know, and when you get a next time, when you get a chance again, then you can answer one by one. Or say, the reason why I mentioned about last 1 minute and things like that is, somebody has to conclude, even it is a debate, right? It's not essentially that, I mean, just a group discussion you have to conclude. So I had to literally barge in to cut you guys off. So going forward, try to stick to your time, and try to, when I say last 30 seconds or last 1 minute, you have to be conscious about the time, and you have to finish it. But overall, I'm super happy with the progress that we are making. And let's there is a phrase, hitch your wagon and hit the stars. So let's do that. And it's easy, guys. I mean, you will see the difference by the end of this semester, or I mean, another 3-4 months.
So sorry for the interruption.
Yeah,
Do you have any extra points about my talk, sir? Because I need more feedback.
yeah. I mean, your points were really valid, but of course, I found you were bit you had a little bit of stammering in certain cases in forming the sentence. But again, that comes when you practice. So that's why I'm not focusing on either a grammatical mistake or the formation of the sentences, because once you keep on talking, right, you had lot of points. I think the way how you were trying to speak in English, I mean, that's where you had a little bit struggle in certain cases. But overall, I mean, you were very good. The way how you were answering to questions and everything, it was really nice. And especially the points like the fake news and things like that, I mean, those are valid points, right? So from that perspective, I really liked it. Maybe one thing that you can focus is, so the way how you started, right? I personally felt that it's not only you. I mean, I gave the same feedback to Praveen as well. So the way when you start the conversation, you should always try to start it on a higher note. So everyone knows the topic. We already know that you are going to just segregate. I already segregated you, right? I think you repeated the topic, and then you mentioned you have 2 points. See, those are not needed, right? It is not a think about writing an essay. You won't start writing in such a way that okay, I am supporting this topic, and this is what I'm going to do. I am going to talk about 2 points. You won't do that. So just skip all those and directly jump into the topic. That's one thing that you can focus on. And also,
Sir,
yeah, I
I
think that,
have a doubt.
yeah,
May I ask?
yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Uh, sir, the time of heated debate, like Roshni and someone had a very heated debate. In that time, I have some points. So how can I interrupt in that time, and how can I give my points? So it will be a disciplined way to interrupt two persons, and how will that work, sir?
So in debate, right, it won't be treated as an interruption. But what you can do is, I wasn't sure with who was your teammate in the debate. Were you supporting I mean, were you talking along with Roshni or Suganti?
Sir, he is
Along with
our side, sir.
Roshni.
He's
Oh,
like negative side.
So
so
negative
really,
side.
my name was Priya. So you placed me with Al-Samad, but if my name is Gopinath, you will be
Yeah,
placed
yeah,
me in the
yeah.
opposite eye of
Yeah,
Al-Samad.
correct.
That's why
Yeah.
I have
I
changed
was
my position now.
I was searching for you because I really like the debate that you guys have. But anyways, yeah. No, but what to answer your question, right? So I think so. Suganti was in your team, right?
No, sir. Roshni was.
Roshni was in the team. Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Yes.
So when Roshni
No,
is
sir.
speaking,
Roshni is I think. Roshni and myself and Akshay, I think so.
Yes,
We
sir.
are
I
not.
but
later added it in your team.
But
okay, okay.
whatever he spoke on positive only, sir.
Okay, that's fine. No. Where I'm going with that is, when you can always barge in when your teammate is speaking, right? It's not because you are just going to support her point. So when she is talking, you can say like, Roshni, I mean, I will also add, I would like to add some points to support you or something like that. When you say that, she is going to stop and she's going to let you speak, and by that you are building a barrier, right? Which is like you are forming a group and you are trying to create a fort and fight against them. So that's good. That's a nice way to do it instead of just getting in and getting into the conversation. It's like you can slowly sneak in and you can go in. So because people won't be getting offended when somebody from the same team speaks. People will get offended only when the opponent speaks. That's a human tendency.
I understand.
Cool. Sorry, guys. I know we were 10 minutes past, but it's a very good conversation. Maybe from next time, right, we'll try to join at, 2 minutes early. So then I will also make sure to join 2 minutes early so that we can start on time. So that we can have a collectively fair amount of time for the debate or GD. So do you guys want to continue with the debate next week, or shall we switch to GD and see how we are performing?
The debate is
Let
good, sir.
me move.
Debate is
Let
good,
me have
sir.
a debate for a month, sir.
Okay, perfect. I
I
know you
think
guys.
I increase in our proficiency in English and things.
Sir,
Okay, perfect.
I insist that Gopinath need to be in the opposite team of myself.
Sure. Yes,
Sir,
we
my
can do
chat is just out to know, bro, how you can be in the opposite side of me. But now he's saying like,
that. Yeah, sure. We'll make sure to do that. And I really liked Roshni and Suganti fight when talking against each other, even Pravina for that matter. So
I got
good.
confused, or like I got confused. Initially, I have been said that Gopinath is in negative side, but he started to talking a positive side, and
Positive.
I'm going to message him like, bro, you are from negative side, bro. Please talk our points. Don't support that team. But he is not listening to my points.
Yeah. I think the name confusion, right? That has actually created a bit of a confusion. But yeah, going forward, yeah, try to make sure that you have the same name, in the display so that it will be easy, right?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, perfect. Cool. So I think I'll give you like these impromptu topics next week as well, so that it will be good. Cool then. Thank you all for joining. Have a nice week ahead.
Thank you so.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.